And there we go. We did it. It's been 3 weeks and we made it.
On time.
Welcome to the Wylders game.
Yay.
And, we want to say hi to all the Wylders around the table. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
And we're going to do introductions in a minute. But first of all, we're going to introduce a buddy of mine who is visiting us. He's over here. This is him. There he is. See the camera? There he is. This is my buddy Lothar.
Hi, Lothar.
Hello.
He's one of my oldest friends.
Dave.
You're saying he's that old?
Oh, I don't have a microphone. Oh my God.
Good Lord. Get over there. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Probably listening to me far away in the room. Thank you for whoever talked about that. Oh, how come my mic is all messed up? Just a sec. I'm fixing it.
The cat has been
The cat.
yelping.
We'll blame the cat. Okay. Is that better sound levels? Yes. All right. So like I was saying, here's my buddy Lothar, but he'll be covered up by his microphone. Now you can't see it because of the
Got
microphone.
him by the neck there. Yeah. Pretty good.
Lothar and I met in 1989.
At the latest.
Here, slide over here. a
Maybe a
little
bit
bit.
earlier.
1989. 1989 at the latest, maybe 88. Anyway, so we've known each other for a long time. And that guy over there is also a magician. That's how we met. So let's go on with the game. I'm going to talk to you about stuff, and we're going to get going. We're going to introduce the rest of the Wylders. This is a D&D and Pathfinder game that we play, and we call it both because we use a combination of the rules of the two. Role-playing game. The Wylders are outlaws from refugees from 1899 stuck in a magical D&D world. So we're going to go around. We're going to say hi to all of them with our very first one, and I think that's Mr. Is that you? Where are you? Are you there? Are you there? There you are. Hello, Thaddeus.
Hello, my name is Ian Little, and I am playing the role of Dr. Thaddeus Poindexter. And who exactly are you calling an outlaw, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. Rogue, renegade, scoundrel. Yeah, I guess there's lots of different terms we could use for this group.
I'm a very respectable physician.
Well,
Master of disguise.
that's good because you guys weren't very good outlaws, were you? No.
No.
Yep.
That's okay. All right. So you're a respectable physician
Yes.
who carries lockpicks and pointy knives. Very interesting.
Well,
Unusual.
pointy knives are very good for doing surgery, sir.
That's true.
The
All
art
right.
of subtlety.
And the person off to your left is our own gunslinger. Hello there.
Hi. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm playing the role of Josephine Smith. I am a half-elf sharpshooter, and my companion is a 6-foot-tall dire wolf that I lovingly name Bear. Unbeknownst to me that he would become bigger than any bear I've ever seen in my entire life. And together you really don't want to mess with us. And if you do try, I have a very efficient, most of the time, long rifle. Named Mabel.
Unless you roll a 1.
My pew-pews.
Where are they?
And, well, they're
Are they hard to get
right
out?
in my hand.
Jeez,
My
I'll piss
pew-pews. I've got another one. My pew-pews. And I've recently developed a love for the bullwhip. And this one
Whippity
I'm
whip.
pretty handy with.
Kinky.
So don't.
That's right. Don't cross Josephine. She's got rage issues.
definitely.
We know this
spelled
very
it
well. We know this very
She's
well.
dealing with some stuff.
All right, let's move
Oh,
along.
sorry, pardon
Oh,
me.
yes.
Sorry. May I also point out that we have Peter joining us
Hey,
on
Pete.
YouTube.
Hey,
Hi, Pete.
Peter.
Hey, Pete.
Dipping Captain has joined us here on
Captain?
Twitch. So, welcome, guys. Thank you.
And where is the Pink Captain located?
At his home.
At his home
Is that
somewhere in the east.
Ontario?
I don't know if he wants everyone to know that.
Oh,
Okay.
So he lives somewhere in Eastern Canada. Narrow that baby down.
He's in. Okay, he said
Okay, I just mean-
Ontario. Yes,
Yes, he's on the other side
Close
of
enough.
Canada from where we are. That's
Yes.
the only point I'm making.
So hello there, Madam Lavinia.
Well, hello there. My name is Lavinia Rose. I am, my actual name is Janice, and I am the wife of the games master
hello.
down at the other end of the table. And I am a fortune teller sometimes, I am a healer sometimes, and sometimes I just help eradicate undead.
Yes, Death Realm Cleric, for those that are wondering. Let's go to Mr. Percival Redfeather. Hello, sir.
Percival Red Feather at your service, and I am a gunslinger of not quite as much as Josephine, but I do fire bows and arrows. I've got a rich native heritage, and it turns out lately that I was really good with the spear in defending us against Vikings and flying longboats.
That's true. You nailed him.
I
Good
did.
job.
I nailed
Good job.
him, but good. And if I've get really angry, I've been known to turn into a dangerous weird tiger. Yes.
Scary, weird.
Which is why there's a weird tiger mask on the wall behind
Yes,
you.
indeed.
That's
Yes,
what
indeed.
you turn into.
I do.
All right, let's say hello to Mr. Wizard. Hello there. Oh, we're going to go back to you. Mr. Alexium, hello.
Hello. Hi, I'm Glenn the Valley. I play Raven Alexium. I'm the class wizard, and I'm kind of weak, and I hide behind this guy, and I like to blow up things, and I'm also an alchemist.
And he likes to wear a dastardly mustache.
It's fake.
Where's Drama?
Ooh, we never knew it was fake. What?
Where's Drama?
Was Draymond?
She's having a rest tonight.
Okay.
So you have a familiar
I do. Yeah,
called
a
with
raven.
your namesake, Raven?
Her
Her name is Drama. All right. She's having a rest right now. She's not with us. Fine. Okay, so
Oh,
yeah, do you have other questions
Yeah,
about
just-
stuff? What did you want to know? I've got something from Madame Lavinia. What do you want to do? You wanted to
I figured
introduce?
we should at least introduce my grandmother.
Oh, hold on. I got the wrong person there. Let me introduce you. Go ahead. Introduce your grandmother.
Well, ever since I was little,
Other sides, you're hidden by Dave Head.
Up a bit.
And I can't turn Dave Head off right
up,
now.
up,
Sorry.
Up a bit.
Or
And
on
to
the
your
other side.
other
of
side
your
Yeah,
if you
that's
can,
fine.
yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
am I good now?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
Okay.
perfect.
So my grandmother's spirit was cast into this particular skull, and even though her spirit is being held captive in it, she still has the ability to communicate with me, and has ever since I was a very little girl. Strangely enough, I had no idea what that was, but there was just always guidance in a voice inside my head, and I know that sounds a little strange, but there you go. So I just wanted to introduce her.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go real quick to our adventure screen map so that you guys can follow along with where we are in the game. These guys, we haven't played for the last 2 weeks. It's been too busy, but we finally made it back this third week. And these guys, in the week previous to this, just finished a massive battle against, it wasn't much of a battle. It was more of a rout because you guys kicked their asses against a bunch of Viking flying ships of the Acer Viking giants. And so if we go to, let's see if we can find this. Can we get to the adventure screen? That's the table. That's the
Lavinia,
adventure screen.
The pink captain says about Abuelita, she has a bone to pick with you.
She has a bone. Oh, how hard.
And,
Okay.
and he says, Dave, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, as you can see on the screen, these guys are at one of the floating cloud cities that randomly drift across the world of the Western Lands in Aerra. They are at a city called Aeridu. And this city was under attack by a fleet that they ambushed. Aboard this skyship right here, was it's called the Minior. For those that have watched the previous episodes, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Because we don't have big oars.
And the dude who is the captain of this skyship is a guy named Marduk, who they discovered in the heat of battle was actually more than just a regular giant. He stands about 16 feet tall. That he, in fact, had some great powers because he was, in fact, a demigod. Marduk is also highly motivated by lots of money and gems, and he's been ferrying you around as a favor to Quilius Quacksalver, the wizard, and to the Fey Queen. So you are now docked at the edge, at one of the docks at the edge of the floating city called Aeridu. And Marduk's plan, you heard at the beginning or in the middle of the last game, that Marduk's plan is to take on stores and do whatever maintenance needs to be done over the next 3 days. And he had a 3-day pass to go and explore, see the shops, do whatever else you need in the giant city, the sky giant city of Aeridu, which has all different types of races on it. And we're going to go and see if we can find some of these. Wasn't there some? Yeah. So if you're walking down a particular street in the city of Aeridu, this is what you would often see. You just see people from all different races, and towering above them would be the big black ebony skin sky giants called the Anuwa. So let's go back to you on the ship because you're going to pick it up right here. We stopped right where you were about to enter the city of Aeridu last time, correct?
Yep.
So going around the table, is there anything you want to do before you leave? We'll start with Mr. Poindexter. What do you want to do?
Dr. Poindexter.
Doctor, I'm sorry, Doctor. Dr. Poindexter, what do you want to do?
Well, I think for the first day, I'm just going to get the lay of the land, find out where the posh areas are and where the not
the posh and the
areas.
less posh, the more ne'er-do-well areas that suit your transactions better.
How
Okay.
dare you?
How dare I? Here we go. What about you? What do you think, Josephine?
I'm just checking here. Party stash. Guys, I don't know if we're going to do any shopping here, but I'm thinking maybe we divvy up some of our gems. If you guys are okay with that.
Because the gems are the currency used. The airlight gems are the currency that are used primarily. They also do, especially the bigger the center, the more trade you're going to find in coin, Roman or Chalcum coin, but mostly it's gems that everybody wants because of their magical properties, right?
Yeah, because altogether we have 112 gems, 730. What were the next ones? Slivers? Not slivers.
Slivers, I think. Slivers and chips.
Slivers. Oh,
Gem,
okay,
slivers,
and
chips.
and just a few chips. 49 chips. So.
Okay, and that's in your party stash,
in
right?
the
Your
party
group stash?
So that's my only suggestion that I have before we go into town on my end.
Anything from you, Madam Lavinia? Any other stuff you want to do, wish to do, need to do?
No, I just look forward to going and exploring and hoping to find some sort of a shop that has different types of things that I might be able to use in my spells.
Okay, well, all of you have got access to the map. The map. Everybody's got access to the map, and if you have a good look at the map, you'll see all these little white dots on it. Every one of those white dots is a point of interest. And you can actually hold down your Alt key, and it'll actually pop up the title that's under each of them so that you can actually see what they are. For example, closest to your ship, right at the thing, first of all, there's one that says 20, Sky Dock. You can see another, quite a few that are called 20, which is a Sky Dock where a sky ship can dock. And then you will see there's one called number 4, which is a market.
Lovely.
This whole area that you're actually going to enter directly into is the market area of the town, and the area that is more populated by various visiting races. Then the further you get into the city, you're going to find yourself in neighborhoods that are almost exclusively Anua. So I think that should give you a good idea of what's going on. I'm going to go back around, pick up our last two players, Mr. Percival Redfeather. What about you? Anything else you want before we go? Or interested in doing?
Before we go away from the city. Yes?
Before you go into the city?
Before we go into the city, I'm going to ask a few questions of the captain. Can he instruct me as to where I can go to find out a little bit more about the airships and how they fly? If there's a shipyard here that I could go to and do a little bit of research, because I really want to know how they work, because I want to build one or refit one for us.
Funny you should ask that. The Captain Marduk, when you ask him, he's a little busy, so he directs you to his first mate Obaz.
Yep.
And Obaz tells you that yes, there is a ship repair yard, an extensive ship repair yard. If you look on the overhead adventure screen, you're going to be able to find it. Let me see. Hold on. Have I got the right one? 9, 8,
Answer him if you
7.
want.
There we go. If you look on the overall adventure screen, it is this thing that sticks out a little bit from the rest of the town. It has 2 of the lightning spires built right as part of its walls to protect it, and that is the shipyard. These are sky docks, but this is the sky shipyard. And you'll see there are a couple of ships on the outside of it that are either in various states of repair or construction. It looks like there's one also that's on the inside of it as well. He says that's where you should go if you want to get some ideas and also meet some of the people that are involved in actually building these ships from the ground up.
Okay. I would like to go there.
He says you are going to find a combination there of a number of different races, not primarily Anua, because, the Anua giants, they like to pay for stuff. They don't like to necessarily make a lot of stuff themselves. They have some craftsmen, but mostly they pay other people to do their things. And so in this case, you're going to find that primarily in the shipyard, there are going to be some dwarves, some elves, some humans, all of the people that are skilled craftsmen from other places in the world that have been hired by the Anua to come here and help them build their own sky galleons.
Right. And a general question to the group. If we do decide to purchase and or refit a vessel, would everyone be amenable to pitching in on that?
Certainly.
I don't have any gems left
Okay.
personally. So
We've divvied the gems up, or?
Well, we've got the
I
stash, and
doubt what we have is enough to buy an airship.
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
Not even close.
We can also, we were going to go back and rescue the treasure that we sunk into the river, right?
But there was no guarantee that we were going to get a part of that.
That's right. Remember,
If
we
we
were
were-
laughed at. Quilius laughed at us and said, "You're cut. What do you mean you're cut?"
Okay.
That was really well done.
Right. But of course, if we want to be 100% above board and legit on this one, we would, just ignore the fact that that treasure is sunken down there. If we're not, and if we want to be persistent, we could go back and rescue some of it and use it for our own ends.
We were asked to retrieve it by Quilius.
Okay.
And take it to the orcs to enlist them in the final battle.
Final battle.
well, I would suggest we have a chat with our esteemed captain, being that we, did a stellar job on
Yeah.
supporting this fight.
You were great
and
at
we
defending.
actually disabled a number of those those Acer Vikings.
Yep.
That perhaps one of them he would be willing to let us refit for our use in this application.
Not a bad idea, but we'd have to find out from him.
Okay, so as you talk to Marduk, to Obaz about this, he says, "You know what? Let me go have a quick word with Marduk." He goes. There's a brief exchange with Marduk. He comes back, and he says, "What we'll do is we will try and go after one of the derelict or fleeing ships as soon as we depart here in 3 days. If we are able to bring that into tow, we can definitely talk about some kind of refit, or at the very least, maybe selling it, and you will recoup a large profit from the prize of selling it."
Well, I have a question regarding the one that we were towing and the one we were pushing.
They are now sitting out in the air.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that he's talking about going after. While when the next morning comes, while you are preparing to depart, you do see 2 other sky ships, Anua sky galleons, depart from the docks, obviously going after the fleeing Viking ships. There were 4 Viking ships that got away, and they are galleon man of wars just like yours. Not quite as big, but you see 2 of them depart. And as they go, Obaz mentions to you that they won't be alone. There are 2 others that are departing from another city, and that they are going on a little hunting expedition to try and catch those Viking ships before they reach their homes. Because the Anua would much prefer that none of the raiders ever make it home, and nothing is ever heard from them again. Although the ones that have made landfall, the ones that had to parachute away and make landfall, if they can make their way on foot, eventually within several months, they may make it back to the Acer Mountains in the west. Is anything else you want to do, Raven, before we go into the city?
Well, I am interested in checking out, there's a couple of interesting places. One of them is the Mage District, as well as the Wilder Mage Embassy. So those are 2 of my hot spots I'd like to check out.
Okay.
But as far as the ship goes, I'm not sure if there's anything more I wish to do.
Okay, just as you are all preparing to depart, all of a sudden you see a procession making its way through the end of the market and coming towards the gangplank, and it looks like there are 7 or 8 officers, 7 or 8 soldiers, and an officer in charge. The officer comes up. There's exchange between him and the Anua sailors. Marduk is called. Marduk comes down to the edge of the gangplank, and this officer salutes him and hands him this large ornate scroll. Marduk opens the scroll, reads it for a minute, and then begins to scowl. Suddenly turns to Obaz and starts to talk very quickly to him and to a bunch of commands, and then joining the officer, walks down the gangplank and into the city.
Okay, so I know the new language, and I can read lips. So I'm just wondering if I picked up anything while this exchange happened.
Okay, so while this exchange happened, you caught Marduk saying very quickly to Obaz, he says to him, "I am called to a cad. It looks like our plans have been changed."
Ooh.
And he goes down. Obaz, with a look of concern on his face, comes over to you and basically fills you in. And he has now got the scroll that is handed to him by Marduk, and he has had a brief scan of what it says. And he comes over to you, and he's got a worried look on his face, and he says, "I do not think we're going to be able to help you complete your mission, the next mission." Marduk is going to be more than a little upset to miss out on his half of the gem treasure. But I believe that Akkad is going to send us after the departing Viking fleet along with the other ships. And Akkad does not care what arrangements we may have made with Quilius or with the Fey Queen, as there's been no formal request to Akkad. Akkad is the leader of the city. Akkad is Marduk's older brother, and also his superior in the lineage of their to their father Anu. So Obaz says,
also a demigod.
It looks to me like we're going to be probably not here more than 24 hours before we depart now, instead of the 3 days that we promised you. And we may not be able to take you with us. So I don't want you to be stuck here in the city of Aeridu, but we are not the only ride in town. And I know that right now there is a ship being repaired in the shipyard, and you may want to go talk to its owner, and his name is Rathol Malm. Oh, Hello.
Hello.
Well, you haven't seen him yet, but you're gonna see him soon. Rathol Malm, you're gonna see him soon. So if you, what he suggests to you is that before you do your shopping, you make sure that you go seek out Rathol Malm in the shipyard, because you do not want him departing. In the meantime, he might be the only ride out of town. You could also check with a few of the other ships that are docked around the edge of the city. But as far as Obaz knows, having recognized, being able to see them all docked at their various spots, he thinks that the only independent trader that's here docked at this city at this time is probably Rathol, and that's because he was having his ship overhauled.
Okay. And I guess the question then becomes, will this guy expect us to pay him? And how much? And,
Guess we'll have to go ask.
yeah. And will we at some point have an opportunity to, if our new captain departs and leaves us in the lurch, and the two ships that are derelict are floating out there, and we've just got this other captain to deal with, is there any other way to, recover those ships? I mean, if we talk to this other captain, what do you guys think?
Let's go chat with him.
Okay,
We don't know until we ask.
let's go talk to this captain and find out what he wants and how we can.
What was the captain's name again?
The captain's name was Rathol Malm,
Rathol
RATHOL
Malm.
MALM.
Rathol Malm.
Rathol
Oh God!
Malm.
I'm gonna smack you. I am gonna smack you.
His name is
Rathol
Rathol
Malm.
Only thing missing is a bit of Berg.
What?
Like, is there a story behind this? Why
Oh, there might be some background behind it.
Okay.
So,
Little anagram.
as you prepare to depart, you taking all your belongings with you then?
Yes.
We do.
All right. Now, you can't leave them on the ship anymore. You might not be there when you come back.
Will bear be allowed in?
There are lots of animals walking around in the city of Aeridu. Lots of them.
Come here, boy. Let's go.
All right. So the five of you depart with your big old black direwolf bear down the gangplank. As soon as you step into the city, you feel this tremendous surge of energy because you're on this wonderful city. Now, just a quick rewind for anybody who hasn't seen the pictures of the city. I'm going to see if I can find. There's Marduk. Here's a picture of Akkad, the leader of the city. What do we got here? Here's a picture of the one of the Skydock pillars where a ship is coming in and here is a picture of the Cloud City itself. For anybody that hasn't seen it before, this is what you saw. Now it's months ago, the first time you had your first sighting of a Cloud City. This was the scene when you were on top of that little pinnacle where you were traveling from portal to portal, and you saw this very city, Aeridu. This is what it looks like from underneath. If the cloud cover that normally covers the underneath of the city were to break. This is Quilius Quacksalver, picture of Quilius, who is one of your main directors, mentors, and telling you what you need. For anybody that hasn't seen the game before, this was the Fey Queen who sent you on your original mission and is trying to send you on the new mission to go back to the site where the riverboat is sunk on the Pikatanu River and recover that treasure. Okay. So I just wanted to recover that real quick also for our guest Lothar's background, so he would be caught up in what's going on. As you step onto the city, you feel this tremendous surge of energy, and lo and behold, you all turn level 7. Da-da-da! Congratulations. It's only been almost, over 2 years, and you made it to level 7. So there are 20 levels in D&D, by the way, just so you know. So you made it to level 7, which means that you will all need to, over the next week, upgrade your character sheets and look at the new things that you get to pick. New feats and I don't know if the magic users get new spells at level 7 yet. Our wizard will be able to tell us. You do?
We do level 4 spells.
Oh my god, you get level 4 spells!
Oh, we're in trouble now.
Dave, when you were listing off characters from our past, the pink captain wanted to know where is Lando and the Millennium Falcon. He also had a very clever comment. I laughed. Ian laughed.
Brilliant.
He said that Thaddeus is a skilled surgeon like Jack the Ripper.
Ooh, nice one.
Ooh, that's a bit
Surgical
of a cut.
precision.
Yeah,
Excellent. Excellent. Okay,
That was
thank you very
brilliant,
much,
thank you.
Captain. All right. So this is what you've got to contend with as homework over the next week. I mean, it's not going to affect your shopping and everything else you're going to do in town unless you get into a scrape or a fight or something. But as you step off, I assume you're looking for directions to the shipyards.
Yes.
And one of the city guards simply says, just skirt your way around the city wall from skydock to skydock. And as you go around, in this case, counterclockwise, or if you're facing the wall, it'll be to your left. If you're facing into the city, it'd be to your right. As you skirt around the wall, following the roads that travel around the wall, you're going to run into the shipyard at the end of all of these skydocks. And you can see it on the map, so you know exactly where you're going here. So it's up to you. What do you want to do now?
Okay, so we've
Let's go for a walk.
we've asked for directions, and we're going to try and find this shipyard because I think that's a priority.
Absolutely.
We do need a lift out of here if we're going to survive.
I agree.
And along the way, we will do some sightseeing and see if there's any, casual food stands or any fun stuff
Well,
like
there's
that.
a market right outside the
Yeah.
skydock.
Yeah, it looks like as far as the places that you see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. And let's.
And everybody watch your wallets or belt pouches.
Oh, I have concealed pockets.
Let's see. The first stall that you pass is actually, it looks like it's a shop run by a half elf, half dryad. And there's a little sign above it that says it is called Seraphine Goldleaf. And it's on your left hand side.
I don't know why
know what?
when
I'm gonna
I
put
click
this
on the
up on the
characters,
thing
it
here.
says out of reach on my end. Is anyone else getting that, or are you able to read who the characters are?
I just hold down Alt and put my mouse over them, or I double click them.
Yeah, I've been
Does it
doing
work
that,
if you double
and
click
it
it?
says out of reach for me.
Oh, why don't we move your tokens over here and let's see what happens when we move tokens. I'm going to drag you over, all of you. I'll just get y'all, take y'all to where Thaddeus just went. Doop. There you go.
Oh, and
You're really big in this market.
and it says can't be pickpocketed now.
Yes, can't be pickpocketed. Let's hit escape to see if that T. I don't know. These are Foundry Delio's like functions. Can you guys open her at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, out of reach.
Damn it.
Or can't be pickpocketed.
Okay, let me see if I can help you.
Why am I
It
silent?
could be, what's her name? Seraphina something something?
I did just open the Copper Cask Emporium
Yeah.
with a double click. So
It's probably
that was a building.
an ownership detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let all of you be an observer. Oh, I bet it's because it's there. Now try her. If I make you an observer, can you double click her
Yes.
now? Okay, that's what it is.
She is. Okay.
So when we come up to these and you can't do anything, let me know, and I will try and make sure that they're all set.
So
She's so pretty.
observer. And you'll see she's got an inventory there of the things that this particular person sells. Sometimes you're going to find it's actually a booth and is the merchant, and it'll have a description of who's tending it. And sometimes it'll actually be an NPC that's the merchant, and there's a whole bunch of stuff.
So is
for
there any
sale.
special button or anything?
You can see these things on the screen. Should be able to see these things on the screen behind me.
Hey. Yahoo!
There, like so. All right, that'll be a little easier for you to see. Okay. Okay.
So I'm still getting out of reach on her.
I don't know why. Can't help you right now. We'll have
That's
to
fine.
sort it out. But you can look on the screen behind you, or I can run through it. Now, do you want to shop or do you want to continue moving?
I think we should continue moving.
Keep
Like,
moving.
it's nice to know that these things are here and have a quick browse, I guess. But
Okay, I just want to flag that she's selling weapon potency +1 runes, which I can apply to your weapons.
Ho
So
ho.
let's come back to that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll return to her after we talk to the shipyards.
Sure.
Yep.
But we want that.
Oh,
It gives
yes.
you an extra dive on your attacks.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, well, the next one that you come to along the way, you see one further across that is called. What's it called? How come it doesn't have a name on it? What is it? Copper Cask Emporium.
What number is it?
Looks like it's a big, maybe even an
it's
inn.
just right next to where we
It's
are.
not
to
one of the
right to right.
numbers. It's actually just a little. I wonder why that one doesn't have a
This one?
a
That
number on it.
there's a box that it's colored.
If you zoom way in, you'll see that they're actually usually
That's
the
her.
image of a shop front or the image of a tent,
Don't worry
market
about it.
stall,
I'll just
that kind of
follow
thing.
along.
Further down, you pass one that looks like it's actually traders from Cahokia.
Can I?
And you remember the town of Cahokia is, the settlement of Cahokia is kind of halfway between the Faywood and the Picatana River.
Awesome.
As you
We're
move
going
along
this way.
further, you pass a stall called Brawl Mart. Now, it appears the Brawl Mart must be a chain, because you saw Brawl Mart before. There was a Brawl Mart in the Rendezvous last year when you went to the Rendezvous,
Yes,
right?
there was.
There was a Brawl Mart there. There's another place north of it, and that place is called Dawnflower Library. And then you're mostly getting out of the market district, and it looks like you're coming into an area where I guess these are all of the homes. You notice that they're all medium-sized homes, as opposed to across the road from them are the much larger homes of the Inua. So these must be the homes of the other races that happen to either rent or occupy part of this giant city, but they all live in the more medium-sized homes. There seems to be a hodgepodge of them. As you round a corner, you notice that the homes are all definitely dwarvish style. And to the north of you, there's an area that must be the Dwarven Quarter. There's you can hear a lot of different sounds, smelting and tinking. Number 11 is the Dwarven Smithy, actually,
Yeah.
as a point
Still
of interest.
getting out of reach or can't be
Yeah.
pocketed with all
Yeah.
of these. But we'll just listen to you.
As you come around that corner, you finally meet the area that is the shipyard. And there is one ship in the middle of the yard, and it looks like it's an elvish design. And it is not a giant Anua ship. It looks like it's a fast, slim cutter. And there are 2 or 3 people up on the deck of the ship. Somebody is hanging down off of a rope on the side of the ship doing some work on it. And there is a fellow leaning over, giving commands down to him, a fellow with a long white beard and sky goggles. Would you like to talk to him?
Yes.
Good, then I'll turn it right over to him. Here he is.
Do we get any like an information page on him or no?
I guess
Oh,
you have to
maybe
find out
we'll.
to begin
Okay.
with. You have to find out to begin with. Let's see if we can move this camera a little bit.
Oh, you're good. That's good.
How's that?
Works.
All right, there you go.
Well, hello, my friend.
Greetings. Good morning,
You-
sir.
You are, I take it, a ship owner?
I am.
Well, it's
guess.
a pleasure to meet you, my friend. We are in need of transportation.
Okay. Tell me more.
Well, we just completed a battle defending the city, and now must make our heroic exit from the city.
Thaddeus is wondering what language you might be speaking to.
Well, I was programmed with Anua this morning.
Your program was Anua. Are you talking to him in Anua?
If that's a language you understand, I'm going to try that one.
Do you understand any Anua? Any Anua? What's your name?
I
sir?
Rathol Malm, and I must because I've already conversed with you.
Rathol Malm. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Rathol Malm.
I know.
And my friend, do you understand? You guys speak Latin, right? So you could try Latin on him.
The common tongue.
All right.
That works.
Latin
Easier.
works as well? Okay. So this gentleman speaks Latin. You speak Latin. I don't speak as good a Latin.
Oh.
Okay. So can you confer with
I
Rathol Malm?
reiterate everything he said in Latin.
Okay, excellent.
We have a weird comment on our YouTube page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's somebody saying, I'm a cat. So, congratulations, cat person.
We welcome all felines.
Yes. You know, we share our felines with others.
You're a half lion, anyways, right?
Yeah, it's true. Feline, nothing more than feline.
Bear loves kitties. Mm-hmm.
For snack.
Snacking,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yes.
we're a little off topic.
Yes.
Go. All right. So you've reiterated
Easily
that we're
digress.
in a heroic battle and we've survived, but now we need to find a way out of the city. When are you departing?
About 3 days, 2-3 days, depends how quick the repairs get done.
And would you have enough berths for us?
I have room for you.
Mm.
Whether I want to take anybody with me is another question, but I certainly have room.
Well, what is your interest in commissions?
Well, like anybody else, the bigger the better.
Perhaps
What skills do you bring? Can you do any work on my ship while we're moving around?
I am a skilled carpenter and leather worker.
Okay.
and I'm a mage, so I can do magic-y things.
Okay.
I'm also an alchemist, and I can repair items.
All right. That might have some use.
And I'm real strong.
That could be useful.
All right.
What about you two?
I'm a physician,
Ooh.
but I am handy.
With knives.
I'm handy with knives if the need should arise.
Okay.
I am a weapons expert. Gunpowder is my specialty. I don't know if you're familiar with gunpowder, but I make things go boom.
She also has great style.
I
And a dog.
Boom is good.
And a
Boom is
dog.
always good.
And your
And,
your dog could fetch another ship if necessary.
The lady in black.
Indeed.
That would be me. I come with many skills. You will find as we go along, they will appear.
Vague.
She can tell the future.
Thank you. That helps a little more.
Okay.
Thank you.
She's also a wonderful healer.
Yeah.
All right. Healer, a physician. I got a guy that can help fix some stuff with wood and leather.
Yep.
Weapons. That's good. I could use that. It's a rough place out there.
I can also cast really good fire bolts from 500 feet for your defense of your vessel.
Well, that has value.
And you also have some technical expertise.
That's true.
That is true.
I must say, as a team, we communicate very well, and like we're almost instinctual about each other's abilities and how they can contribute to each other in case of an
Encounters.
encounter. I was going to say a battle, but
Close encounters is
in case you have an encounter, we actually, as a team, work really well together defending.
I'm looking around. You guys are a bunch of misfits, that's for sure. I mean, you're not obviously not from the same family or a gang that's run for a while. How long have you been together?
What
Do
have
we
we got?
even
About
remember?
3 years, 4 years now.
Okay.
No, but
No,
not
it hasn't
in
been that
era
long.
In
time.
game,
It's been a few months.
About a year.
it's been a year.
I want to say about a year. Like, how long did it take us to cross the desert initially? That was a couple months,
mighty
right?
journey.
All right, ballpark it for me.
Year and a half.
6 months to a year.
I would have said a year and a half.
Okay.
Because we went through those mines, and we went through we traveled up and down the country, and we
Well, it's only been 2 months since the wedding.
oh really
Yeah.
and we
Our
went
time is different on
Yeah.
Aerra as it was on Terra. So you'll see us being a little confused about what our timing is. But it works.
Fair. So where are you coming from? Why are you here?
we were brought to this world by a wondrous chance encounter of a mysterious door through to this world.
More recently, we were on
more
a mission
recently,
from the
we've encountered
from the Fey Queen,
Yep.
and we assisted the Anui.
assisted the Nanua in their battle against the Sky Raiders.
Oh, that's the one that just happened here, like
That's us.
Yes.
what, yesterday or whatever?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
We were useful in that battle.
All right. So that's why you're here.
We were the spearhead.
Literally.
But now the Anua have been are being called away.
Yep.
Which leaves us here in need of transport.
Are you
Yeah.
familiar with Quilius Quacksilver?
Unfortunately.
Okay. It has been communicated by Quilius Quacksilver, as ordered by the Fey Queen, for us to continue our mission. And it's of utmost importance to the Fey Queen, if you are if that means anything to you.
What's your time frame? You said you need to get off the.
As soon as possible.
Well, within the next few days, if you are here for an extended period of time, that might not work for us. But within the next few days to a week, we would need to leave.
Well, I need to leave as soon as I can.
Okay, that's good then. That's
In
good.
which direction are you going?
Wherever the money is. So I'm going out.
I feel like we need to talk to Quilius.
And do you guys want to share that fact, or get some treasure at some point?
I'm thinking we need to talk to Quilius and ask if, in lieu of, what's the big guy's name? The captain?
Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Murdoch, who
Murdoch.
was supposed to
Murdoch, yeah.
receive 50% of the share if the Fey Queen or Quilius would be willing to part with it towards our
Expenses.
journey.
These are
Yes.
expenses we've incurred.
well, and bribing. It seems like it seems
grease
like
the
this,
wheels.
We
this
need to
guy
have
is
a
very
bribe budget.
this guy is very
Mercenary,
monetarily bribed.
He's
Like,
the
that's
mercenary dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
What's where are you bound? I'm overhearing here, and
Oh, you can't overhear us.
I can't,
We're,
sure I
we're
can.
very very
I
quiet.
got a lot of
Speaking
guys
different
working
language.
around me. Right?
Okay.
There's a couple of shit floating around, and one of them is yours.
Yep.
If you can grab it.
Yep.
And there's a reward there for you. Now, before we go there, supposing I help you, what is that worth to you? And where are you bound after that? If I bring you on my ship, could I rely on you as part of my crew for the next 3-4 weeks?
Like, we can't actually tell him how much we'd be able to give him because we don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying we need to talk to Quilius.
Our price is negotiable, but we promise you that we will make it worth your while. We have resources and friends that can help us out along this journey, and we would be more than willing to help with your crew as much as we can, though we cannot swear to any extended help to your crew. We can help you in the meantime.
That's fair. You've got skills I can use. I got a couple of crew members that need some healing.
Okay.
We've got a few supplies we need to pick up. I could certainly use some repairs on the ship.
Okay.
outside of what they're doing here.
Right.
I think we can strike a deal. I'm a reasonable man. I mean, like any other merchant, it's always about the profit. But I'm looking for my next adventure, if you will. I have a couple of leads. If you want to stick around, you're welcome to do that. But sure, I'll take you on for the store your stuff downstairs, and I'll help you get that ship, and we'll talk from there.
Woohoo!
Okay, excellent.
Yay, wonderful.
Good news.
Thank you.
Stuff.
Right.
Good news.
I
Okay,
believe the
so-
timer's gone off.
I'm going to
the alarm
interject now. I'm going to interject because, let me hear. Do a little bit of this. How's that? We're both in there? Hey, that looks good like that. There we go.
Ruby.
So I'm going to interject now and just say that our timer has gone off for our first game session tonight. Now, those of you who have watched us are very familiar with the fact that we always take a 15-minute break. We're going to do that in about 5 minutes here. And then we come back, we do our second session for the night. So if you're watching a recording of this, you'll be able to just jump forward, fast forward that 15 minutes. If you're watching us live, we'll give you the exact time that we're going to start again, more or less, the not almost exact time, so that you can pick back up with us right away. You have dickered with Rathol Malm, and did he grant you guys passage on the ship?
Yeah,
You
he
made
did.
some kind of
He did,
some deal? All right. Well, I heard you also talking to Quilius Quacksalver. You plan to do that as well? What's your time
really
frame
think
for
that we
this stuff?
should, and
Yeah, we need
especially
to communicate
updating
with
him,
him.
letting
Yeah.
him know that we have other passage, and that we need to maybe have access to some of the fundage we're going to be
So
retrieving.
I think it's going to be a team meeting, and Lavinia is going to have to be our broadcast. Raph?
Okay, so your plan is once you get into whatever cabin or quarters you have in Rathol's ship.
Yep.
What is the name of that ship? Rathol, do you even remember the name of your ship?
It's the Ilmare.
Oh, the sea.
also known
Okay.
as the Sky Cutter.
Well, that's the type of ship it is.
Oh, okay.
It's a sky cutter, which is a small, fast ship. You do get to see a picture of it, right? Oh, there's the crew of the Ilmare. Whoops. Okay, there you
they
go.
look
Ooh, fun.
cool.
Because there is, in fact, a crew. You'll need to have to ask Mr. Rathol Malm. Apparently, you have pointy ears in this picture, Rathol. How did that happen? I
Can you
don't
see
know.
that one?
He's beside his elf.
Before he had some surgery to fix those ears. These other people are the crew. You'll have to ask them who they are. Ask Rathol who they are. Interact with them while you're on the ship. You probably have lots of time to do with that. The ship looks like this.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
So this is a picture of the ship obviously out over an inlet or the sea or something like that.
Sweet.
And I want to thank Grok for helping me with this picture. And I want to ask Grok, why the hell can't you make a ship with the sails billowed out like it's actually sailing? Because that was 8
It's
tries,
really
and I
pretty,
never did
though,
get
the carving
a
on
picture
it.
of our beautiful ship with the sails out. Doesn't matter. Just old GM complaining stuff. So we're going to take a break now. It is
First, before we go, can
Oh,
we say
oh.
hi to Sugarberries?
Sugarberry.
And also, I just want to share a comment that Pete made, which I think is really funny. When we were describing our talents, he said that we're the new A team. So,
We're the new A team. Good stuff.
okay, sorry for interrupting. Thanks, Dave.
So thanks to everybody.
Anua A team?
Oh,
Aerra
I knew it. Oh my
Aerra
God.
A team.
Oh, Aerra A team. Okay.
You put the A in Era.
We put the A in
We
Aerra.
put the A in Aerra.
So we want to thank everybody that comments on our chat, whether it's on YouTube or it's on Twitch. Thank you very much, because we really appreciate that. And if you got any questions, make sure you shout them out, and we'll keep especially Josephine will keep on top of them and make sure that we get an answer for you. Okay, we're going to go to break. Right now, it is 7:55 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's our time. So we're going to be back at 10 after 8, 15 minutes from now. And that's it. And we'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Now I have to go find the right screen. Hold on.
And we are back. We're back. Oh, there we go. You can see both of us in the screen, so this will be good setup for us. Welcome back to the game. We took our 15-minute break, and we have returned after doing some watermelon and some other goodies. A big thank you once again to Raven for bringing some snacks.
Yay.
Lovely cheese. It was awesome.
He is the snack master.
Snack master. That's what he is. We have a chat master, snack master, game master. Okay, we have a mini master over in Mr. Ian,
Which
who
does not mean that he's small.
all
I mean
of our
that he
stuff.
Oh, given my last name.
you like it.
He's our mini master, and his last name is Little. Funny. Okay, let's pick up where we left off, and that was aboard the sky cutter called Ilmare, Ilmare, which is Elvish for starlight.
Ooh.
Just because you may not have known that unless you're a super duper Tolkien geek. Ilmare is Elvish for starlight. So you are aboard the Ilmare now. You are being shown to the general quarters downstairs. You've asked for a little bit of privacy while you have your little group meeting. Because you were going to contact Quilius, as I recall. Is that
Yes.
right?
We want to get.
I'm ready.
You're ready to contact Quilius?
I'm ready.
All right, well, why don't you try giving him a call, see if he answers.
Ring Quilius Cracksilver to the.
Willius. See, that's almost as bad as Thaddeus. Long time joke.
After a short period of time, all of a sudden, Quilius's crystal ball answers, and he comes through, and he's like, "What? What?" And he sees a little bit disheveled, and he hears this female giggle in the background, and he's like, "Shh, shh. What is it? What's happened? What's the catastrophe? What am I helping you with?"
Excuse me while I stop dying.
As he's looking at you, all of a sudden, this female hand comes out, and he bats it away very quickly like this, and he's like, "All right. What is it? Who's
Hi.
this? Who's
Hi,
calling? Who's calling?"
Lavinia, how are you doing?
"Oh, Lavinia. Oh, you're alive. You made it. Where are you guys now? I haven't
Why
looked for
are
the
you
last
so
day."
surprised that we are alive?
"Oh, well, you never know about these tax-fighting Viking ships. The last I saw when I was scrying, you were fighting a Viking ship. Is that right?
It
Or a
is.
fleet of them. Was it a fleet? How
Yep.
did you do? How did it turn out?"
We ended up doing fine, and we ended up going to the Sky City.
Sky City. Which one? What Sky City are you in?
Where are we, guys?
Aeridu, Aeridu. Now we are here in Aeridu.
Alrighty then. You're in. So I take it you're in Aeridu then. Is
yes,
that
we
right?
are.
Yes, we are. Indeed,
Okay.
we are. I wanted to know if you'd spoken to Marduk.
Oh, Marduk.
Marduk.
Oh, Marduk. Yes, of course I've spoken to Marduk. Well, not for the last day or so, but I did talk to him last night about the dealio with the treasure that's sunk that you guys are going to have to go and find. We need that money. You've got to go. You've got to get it. And just like I told you the last time we talked about this, you're going to the Orc War Clans. All right?
Well, we understand.
Try not to get killed there either.
There's been a change.
We understand that we
We are
need
no
money.
longer Marduk can no longer give us a ride there, so we have arranged for different passage, but we need to check in with you to see if there's any changes.
Well, and we may need more money to make it further because
To pay him.
to give us transport.
Why can't Marduk give you a ride now? What's happened?
He was called away very suddenly,
Called away. Ah,
and he did not give us the reasoning.
it's his brother. It's a cad, isn't it?
Yes.
It's always a cad. Oh man, that guy is so superior. He's always trying to keep Marduk under his thumb. All right, okay. Well, we've got to figure out how to get you to the treasure then. We've still got to figure it out. You know what? Have you looked around in the city to see if there's another way over there?
We have arranged to be able to travel with Rathol Malm. He says he remembers you.
What?
Rathol Malm.
Rathol Malm? You've run into Rathol Malm? Where is he? He owes me money. Where is he? He owes me. He owes me money for that last spell. Let me see him. Rathol, are you there? Rathol! Is he there? Can you get him on the horn?
Yes, indeed.
I want to see Rathol, and I want him. I want him. Oh, they're changing seats now, so we can.
We're playing some musical chairs, yeah. So we go. We open the chamber door and go. Rathol Malm, can you help us?
Oh,
Your friend wants to talk to you.
who am I talking to?
Well, it's me, Quilius.
Oh my God!
Yes,
Hi.
indeed. You couldn't run forever, old boy. And I know you've got that scribe blocking spell on your ship,
Moving
too.
you over here because nobody can see you.
There he is.
There, I can see you now.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
What an
I
ugly mug.
gotcha. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Ha! There we go. A split screen. All right. So, like I was saying, you still owe me for that spell.
I don't know.
I don't even remember
nothing.
what spell it was, but you owe me.
No.
I remember that we agreed on 200 gems.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
You-
we did.
You wanted.
200 gems. Hey, you know what?
What are you eating over there?
Do you want to end up in the jar with the other little piggly wigglies I got here?
You got to find me first.
Oh, you think that scrying spell's going to last forever?
Oh, absolutely.
It's not going to work if you got this crew on your team. She's got a crystal ball.
Allowances can be bought.
All right, I'll tell you what. I will make you a deal. I will wipe out your debt of 200 gems that you owe me, and you do owe me, plus the interest, if you get these folks to where they're going. All right?
The paperwork.
Now, that deal is paperwork. Oh, yeah, like you've ever done paperwork in your life. If you can get them, you're going to have to go west to the Pikatanu. You're going to have to go to the site of the sunken treasure. They've got to get it back. You're going to have to figure out how to haul that up onto the ship. You're probably not going to be able to move all of it, though.
Listen. You said I had to get them there. I'll get them there. The rest is on them.
No.
Ah, yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what.
I'm listening.
300 gems. I'll wipe out the debt, and you can have 300 gems of the recovered treasure. The treasure is at the bottom of the Pikatanu because they sunk the riverboat that it was in. It's guarded. You're going to have to help them, but that's okay. I hear you got a crew that's got a little firepower. You're going to have to help them recover that treasure by hook or by crook. I don't care if you blow everything up or if you do it sneaky wise. It doesn't matter to me. You've got to get that treasure because you've got to go up northeast to the orc clans. And I know you know the orc clans because you got an orc that's on your ship.
Yeah.
He'll be your in. You talk to him about going up to the clans because they have got to convince the warlords to come help us against Santiago. And you have got an axe to grind against Santiago anyways, so you damn well better do this.
Oh, yeah, I can make that work. By the way, as far as blowing things up, that sounds good. I got a blow up expert on my crew now.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Excellent. Okay, all right. Okay, so the deal's done. 300 gems to you, plus I'll wipe out your debt. You get them there, and you keep them alive, Rathol. All right?
Fair enough.
Keep them alive, get them to the orc war clans, and let's see if we can get these clans down to help the queen. All right?
Yeah.
Alara's counting on you. You've helped her before. You're going to be helping her this time. Last time you got the ship out of it.
Yeah.
You never know what else you might get this time. As long as you stay alive, we'll see what we can do.
All right, sounds good.
All right, I'm signing off. I'm busy here anyways. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Have fun.
You hear giggling from the background.
Jeez. He's using his wizard's wand.
All right. So that was fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Do. You good? Slide in behind me so you're in the shot.
Dipping Captain says that Rathol Malm is very Han Solo.
Well, this is what I had to keep underneath my hat all the time, that you were talking about Han Solo and about where's the Millennium Falcon and all of that stuff. And here I had this in my back pocket. And sure enough, what do you know? That's what he looks like. If you give him a long beard, that's Han Solo right there.
Oh my gosh, you do kind of resemble Harrison Ford a little bit.
Especially now, being so old.
That's
I
right.
just
Like
mean
Harrison Ford is
facial
really old.
features.
How old's
He
now?
doesn't have a
85?
Wookiee, though. You're the one that's got the big Wookiee fur ball.
I actually had a ferret named Wookiee a long time ago. Yeah. Too bad we don't still have her. I feel like, and here's Wookiee.
Okay, so having made the deal, and Quilius Quacksilver has rushed off from his crystal ball and left you now to plan what you're going to do. And what is that? What's going to happen next? What do you want to do now?
Have we got some time to explore the city? And what's the timeline for him leaving?
Well, what do you think, Rathol? Do they have some time?
Yeah, are we leaving right away, or do we have some time to explore the city?
We got 2 days. 2 days yet.
Okay, cool.
fix the
Because we
ship,
wanted
so.
to get a Raven back to that one place that had
Yeah.
the runes, and get some of those runes, because those runes look important. We could use that. And did you have any place to investigate?
There's a couple places that I want to look at again.
Okay, and I was just going to make lots of inquiries around the shipyard as to construction of ships, the functioning of them, and the tools required to do repairs, and so that I can help out the captain, Rathol Mal, do the repairs on his ship. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
So
And do you have anything you want to do in the city? We've got 2 days.
Probably just eat some food, in normal sized dishes. Be kind of fun.
Instead of being given a pea. There you go.
Exactly.
I have a grape.
okay.
Rathol, if you don't know, Marduk is, how tall is
16
Marduk?
feet.
16 feet.
16 feet tall,
tall.
Yeah, so everything was oversized.
But I think Rathol Malm is like 6'3" or something.
Somewhere there.
Yeah.
Is what?
About 6'3", or is he bigger?
Rathol?
Rathol Malm.
He's as
How
tall
big
as he shows right there. Does it say how tall he is in here?
No, because you got a gnome. A gnome
Oh,
there.
I see. You're taller than the.
It's taller than the.
Look at
yeah,
that.
so-
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I was thinking
Okay.
6'3", but I don't know.
Oh.
Because that looks like
Here's
an
the-
elvish
here's the-
woman. Another
Do you have the
elvish
picture
woman.
on the back?
On the back
I'm
you do.
excited to
Maybe
hang
they're
out with
gnomish.
these women.
Yeah,
Like,
get some women chat going.
well, some elvish women chat.
Well, there
Yes.
you
There we go. There we can see how big Rathol Malm
It's
is.
it's not often women's conversation have a point, and they have two on their ears.
Okay.
No, because anyway, so yeah, one of my feet is to do with culture and to be able to draw from ancestry and culture when within
A certain closeness, proximity.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have
So,
to look at my thingy.
Heritage
again,
and genealogy, perhaps, or cultural.
It is.
I'm very interested in hearing some of the orc stories.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I am very interested in hearing some of the orc stories.
Yes.
I gain wisdom from another life. Absorb a wide variety of facts before you died, and your soul still remembers slivers of this precious knowledge. You gain the trained proficiency rank in one skill of your choice, and the additional lore skill feat as a bonus feat. So to be spending time with these women is probably very beneficial to my character.
Yeah, spiritual growth. There you go.
Okay, so as Percy is wanting to learn more about how to build the ships and maybe try and build his own, that kind of thing, Rathol refers him over to Rig. Rig is one of the members of Rathol's crew, and we're going to actually do a real quick thing for the folks at home about Rathol's crew. So I'm going to just cover over who they are. Hey, come on. There we go. Hurry up. We're going to hit the journal. And you guys can all find under the lore tab in your journal now. Oh, I better go to the adventure screen. Hold on here. Okay, good. Under the lore tab in your journal, there is now a Rathol Malm entry saying Captain of the Sky Cutter Ilmari is Rathol Malm, an independent trader who sometimes assists the Fae Queen among others. He acquired the Elven ship decades ago as a reward for assisting the Fae Queen, and so on and so forth. Down in his crew consists of 5 other members besides himself. One of those is Rig Belweir, a gruff dwarf mechanic, master of the ship's arcane engines. There is Celine Liavan, who is a nimble elven lookout and scout, whose keen eyes spot dangers from miles above the clouds. Torvo Blackgale is the hulking orc bosun, who is responsible for the ship's rigging and muscle, with a surprising knack for storytelling. Leora Mistweaver is a human mage, specializing in wind and weather. And then there's Finn Fravo, who is the gnome bard and quartermaster. Okay. There are also some backgrounds on them here, and you can find out some information about each of them here if you want to know who it is you're going to talk to. And I'll go over that if you start to encounter these characters and talk to them. Right now, we're talking to Rig Balweir, okay, who hails from a clan of the Kelte Deep Mountain Smiths who transitioned to repairing arcane engines when airships became the lifeblood of trade. But he's exiled because of an accident that caused an engine explosion. He wandered skyports, taking odd jobs until Rathol hired him, and so on. So, what do you think, Mr. Percy Redfeather? What do you want to ask him about?
All right. Well, I do want to ask about the construction of the ships and what tools are used, and I do know about the light wood that they use. So, Aerolite, I believe.
It's called light beam. Rig says, "Aye, it's called light beam."
Yeah. And
if you're going to make a ship, the first thing you need, of course, is the wood and the supplies, and you're not doing that without an elven connection and some elven woodsmiths.
well, we do have an elven connection, and I guess I want to learn from you, my friend. So, what kinds of things that?
Well, I myself, if I wanted to make a ship, couldn't do it just on my own. The biggest part of it, besides getting some elven smiths that'll make you a good hull and a good deck and good spars, is that you're going to need an engine.
Yes.
You're going to need a sizable cluster of aerolite to do that. And you're not going to find one of those unless you're going to get one from the Anua or from the Akor dwarves themselves.
Well, we did manage to capture 2 ships, and they're currently floating away off the city, and each of them does contain the aerolite spheres, so to make it float. So I'm wondering if we could salvage those from them.
Rig gets a light in his eye and he says, "Aye, you say they both still got their engines inside them." They do.
They do. Of course, they're propelled by sails, but they have their levitation engines intact.
He strokes his beard a couple of times and he calls, "Captain!" And he runs over to Rathol Malm and he says, "We got 2 of the Viking ships that are still floating out there. They're adrift, but I don't think we're going to make it to them before the Anua grab them unless we can get things wrapped up probably by tonight or tomorrow morning. We go any later than that and they're going to be gone for sure."
All right, let's check with the crew, see where we're at. I'll go down, check with the guys repairing the ship, see where we're at. Let's be back here in an hour. We can chat. I gotta let our guests know. Send one of the crew out to let the guests know that we're gonna be probably leaving sooner.
Okay.
All right. So Rig scampers back up to talk to very quickly to Percy and says, "Look, you have to be back by nightfall. middle of the night at the latest. I'm sorry your shopping trip is cut short, but if you don't make it back, we're not going to make it out for that engine.
What time is it approximately?
Right now, it is going to be, I'm going to just say it's, since you got off in the morning, it's noon.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that I should probably escort Raven to the lady who sells the runes, and then we'll just head right back after we negotiated that.
Well, I do want to hit up the Mages Guild.
Don't have a lot of time, so we do need to keep it short.
Probably quite close.
Well, we're really
12
close.
hours, Rig says. I'll give you 12 hours. Now, it might take longer than us to finish our repairs anyways, but you got 12 hours for sure.
Okay.
By the way, I just wanted to say that Rathol, our friend the Pink Captain, says that Valhalla would honor your beard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's quite
You know,
epic.
there was a day, and I found some new pictures, by the way. I got pictures of us as young men 30 years ago. Pictures of us when we were doing busking and stuff like that. No beards back then. We've done a lot of gigs together over the year, hundreds over the years. Anyways, I even found pictures of us when we did Edwards Air Force Base.
Oh my gosh.
So that's pretty cool. So one of these days I'll see if I can dig them out, and we'll show a couple of them online so you can see what we looked like 30 years ago. Rig has given you your 12 hours. It's noon right now, so you probably have noon to midnight.
All right.
All right. It might be a little bit longer than that before he can get the ship repaired. But as soon as he tells you that, he scurries off right away, and you hear lots of shouting and lots of movement, and the entire crew is jumping to it at double time.
Okay, and I will escort Raven to his two.
Are we not following you? Do we
I-
really
I-
want to split the party
I
apart?
don't know. Do we all want to go to the?
She might have
Someplace.
something else that you might want to buy.
Okay. Are you coming with us? And
Did you see the Dawnflower Library?
Yeah,
I did. I want to go there too.
yeah, no kidding.
so maybe we'll all stick together and go to these places.
Well, just I'll keep announcing to you to the time so you know how much time that you have left
Right.
as you do these things. I'm going to estimate that if you're going to travel back to the market from where you are, you're only looking at about a 12 to 15 minute walk anyways.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good.
So by the time you get there, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the map. I'm going to turn off the journal on the adventure screen, and we will go back to that, and you can have a look at the map. As you leave the dock, you're heading, on this map, it's actually west along the edge of the city that you would be heading. And once again, you're going through the Dwarven area, the Dwarven section of town. As you go through the Dwarven section of town, which was the first shop that you wanted to hit?
Seraphine Goldleaf.
Okay, before you get to Seraphine Coldleaf, you have got Brawl Mart. You've got, does this give me this? Doesn't. You've got, what's this one here? This is, the
I can't
Dawnflower
open
Library.
Any of those. Only
If you double click 'em?
Dawnflower, yeah,
No.
only Dawnflower Library and Seraphine. That's the only ones I can open.
All right, I will get these so that you can open them, and then what I'll do is I'll open them and put them on the back screen for you for now, and then we can just figure it out that way.
Okay.
Unless I can fix the thing. You wanted to continue on to Seraphine, is that right?
I think that she wanted to go to the Dawnflower Library.
You want to stop there first?
not
It's on
me,
your
not
way.
me personally.
Oh.
For scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to stop there first?
No, we'll go to Seraphine Goldleaf.
Okay, we're going to go to Seraphine Goldleaf. I will
Well,
open
while you're
up her
doing that,
inventory.
Pete popped a comment there. He said that Edwards was great, and Dan still talks about it.
Does he?
By the way, I just want to say you did get your +2 armor. Did you get that added already? Like, is your
I think I did add it, actually. I think
Yeah,
I already
it was-
added it to
it was
his,
like a
his,
25 or
his
something?
armor.
Yeah, my AC.
And back to Pete about that event. This was an event that Lothar, Pete Miro, and myself did in 1993. I'm going to say 93, eh?
Thereabouts.
right? We went to perform at Edwards Air Force Base down in Nevada. Traveled through, spent a few nights in Vegas, which I don't remember. Do you remember anything about Vegas?
Only that, well, we had a good time.
We had a good time.
In Vegas, stays in Vegas.
And then we performed down there. We did a family show down there, and it was a great trip. I'm glad to hear Dan still talks about it. That's fun. Okay,
Very cool.
so Seraphine Goldleaf, you were looking through her inventory, which you is anybody else able to open it up? Is it
I can open it.
okay? Good. If you can open it, everybody should be able to open it. So, what particular
What's that
things?
supposed to mean?
Well, all I need is to know one of you can open it, and then that means that it's unlocked for everyone.
I thought you were like commenting on his capabilities or something.
Oh no!
Yeah, if you can open it.
If
anybody can.
if one person can open it, it means that everybody should be able to open it here. So, which thing was it that you wanted to have?
Weapons potency.
Weapons potency. Oh, I see the rune there. There are 5 of them. Damn, I probably shouldn't have left those there for you guys. Oh well. You want to buy those?
I'd like to buy all of them, please.
Weapons potency. They're 35 gold chips a piece, or gold gems a piece.
Can't believe I've lost this again.
Okay, I would like to buy them, please.
Okay, I shall switch to my main screen, that my GM screen,
Oh, you're in.
and I shall see if I can drag and drop them straight to you,
That's
Mr.
why.
Okay.
Mr. Alexium.
Where
Let's
did we
just
get
get you open,
Okay. Thank you.
and we will
Alright,
see
I've
about
lost it
doing
again.
this.
Sorry, they're 35, right?
35 gems a piece.
The weapons potency.
Yeah.
Ooh, 175. Well, all right.
You got-
I have enough.
Okay, I'm going to try the drag and drop now.
So,
Yeah, I've got some. I've got some gems I can pay you for it. Yeah. Or do I just buy it?
we'll square up after.
Okay.
Oh, that's
We'll see like who gets what.
So it's 175 gold pieces for all of those?
Yep, and I've just deducted it from my Aerolite gem inventory. But my goal is for everybody to have at least, at least one weapon that's got multiple
Okay,
die hits.
apparently
That's
you
awesome.
should not have deducted that money from you, because when I went to it, said, hey, Raven has come up short. So I'm going to give you back that money.
Okay.
Where the hell is that money? Where's
I
your gems?
manually adjusted my Aerolite gem. It might be doing gold instead.
That's what it's doing.
Okay, but I manually adjusted my Aerolite gem count to accommodate.
I'll just tell it to do new gold. Can I even do this? How do I add money to you? We never use gold, which is why
No, we
this-
didn't. So I just manually deducted my Aerolite gem.
Okay. I know what to do. Sorry, I'm doing a little workaround here. The price of these, which for you was gems,
Yep.
is
175.
now officially 0, so that I can transfer it over without it being a big hassle.
Sweet.
Is that useful?
Boom.
That's what he got.
Times
The
5.
wax keyring right above.
Purchase.
Okay.
There. Consumables. Where does it put it? Weapons?
Can I borrow
Well, it
anything?
should be a consumable.
All right, look
I-
and see
I-
if it's there, and if it's not, I'll manually do it.
Would this
So you bought
sunrod-
those. Is there anything else that you guys want to look at that's in her list?
Would
Uh,
the sunrod
do.
be useful to you with your what is it called that he can see things when he looks up in the sky to like
His nav kit, his
Yeah.
celestial navigation,
would that be an addition at all or
I don't know.
sunrod?
the sunrod. The sunrod says this 1 foot long gold tipped rod glows after it's struck on a hard surface. For the next 6 hours, it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius. So it's a flashlight. It's a magic
A
flashlight.
6-hour flashlight. That's pretty cool.
6-hour flashlight, basically.
Let me find this again. I managed to.
I thought she had a major repair kit as well.
I don't know why.
Seraphine Goldleaf?
I thought she did.
Nothing is happening. Thank you.
I
Hit
see it.
Control F for find, and then just type in there something like major. And if it finds it, the text is on the screen.
Oh, she just has the one. I think I have a repair kit.
Anybody else buying anything from Seraphine right now?
Percy the Caltrop snare. No.
Oh, the caltrop snare? I've got that Bridger's trap, which is useful. I don't know if we need more of that type of thing, because Bridger's trap has been very serviceable so far. Although it might be heavier than this caltrop thing.
This is a hidden canister of caltrops attached to a tripwire.
Oh.
When a snare is triggered, it flings the caltrops into either the snare's square or a square adjacent to the snare. You choose which square when you set up the snare. If the caltrops scatter into the same square as the creature, that creature must attempt the acrobatics check immediately.
Okay. So it's essentially a claymore with caltrops.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And the craft requirements is supply a container of caltrops.
Okay.
It's 3 gems.
3 gems. Well, I think that's worth it. I'll give it a try.
What about the returning spear? That looks interesting.
I'm looking at potency crystal.
Can somebody do me a favor and actually write notes on this? So if I can handle the inventory later instead of being bogged down with screens. If you just write who bought what, I will then make it so in the software throughout this next week.
Also, could be useful to you is repair kit. A repair kit allows you to perform simple repairs while traveling. It contains a portable anvil, tongs, woodworking tools, a whetstone, and oils for conditioning leather and wood.
Yeah, I would like to buy that, please.
Yeah, that sounds useful.
Have you looked at hand
Yeah,
wraps
right?
of mighty
It's a
blows?
good deal. How come we can't have things like that in this world?
I think I already have that, don't I?
Hand wraps of mighty blows?
I have hand wraps.
Somebody already owns a pair of hand wraps of Mighty Blows.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, there you go. I know somebody in the group had it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just because of the weapon runes that can
Yeah.
come off of it. That's why I'm.
Oh, I see.
Did you see the
But it's
dueling?
unarmed.
Yeah, you can't. You
You
can't.
can't have a weapon in your hands when you use it.
It's for punching.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Okay.
hit things.
Okay,
Smash.
so I'll buy the repair kit.
Okay, Thaddeus, you got that on your list?
And I'd like to buy the 3 rune stones, please.
Okay, I see them. Now you've been looking through things in Seraphine Goldleaf's shop for doing your dickering for the last 20 minutes, which means that it is now 15 plus 20 is 35. It is 25 minutes to 1.
I would like to purchase the poi. Could you write down poi for me, please? POI.
There's poi?
Yes, poi are light weights tethered to ropes or chains. Performers swing the weights, usually one in each hand, in rhythmic patterns. I figured
Oh, I
since
see
I'm
'em.
good with the whip, I'd probably be good with these as well.
Good for amusement. I've seen a lot of people do them at festivals. Yeah.
If nothing else.
You could
Well, it's very much like Ebola.
dazzle
It's
an
almost
enemy.
exactly like Ebola.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not just for entertainment.
What is the price on the poi?
Yeah.
It is
2
only
SP.
2 silver.
Poi sounds to me like some kind of thing that you would get in a bowl that looks like white mushy rice and you eat it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's exactly what it is. You
Yeah.
get it in Hawaii.
Now I know.
It's a starchy stump.
I wondered about that. I was confused. Okay, anything
Anyone
else?
need a katana?
Where's the katana?
Did you see the retribution axe? Did you check that out? It's a great axe. I don't know if you like axes or not. Be two-handed weapon, and you can fight with martial
Love
weapons.
shopping. It's so fun.
Well, that's one of the fun things in any game is to be able to go do the shopping stuff. And you guys don't get a lot of chance to go to shops in this game because there aren't a lot of places that have got vendors in this game. You've had the Rendezvous. You didn't get a chance to buy anything in the Feywood, right? There was a few places that were in Salt Shore when you
plus
were there.
2 attack
So
bonus.
this has been your first place to shop, really, I would say major place in a year, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, it says you get a +2 circumstance bonus to your next damage roll.
Oh, okay. So first one is +1. Second one is +2.
Right. So it'd be a total of +3, I guess. So normally it's +1, and then after you hit something, the skull changes its appearance, and then it becomes a +2. So it's probably not additive. It's probably a total of +2. So it improves your chances of hitting by 2.
Okay.
I am not Genie
There's also a hunter's bow. You already have a good bow, though, right?
He's not going to find a better bow than the Shadow Bow probably
Shadow
ever
Bow
in
is-
the game.
It's pretty awesome.
Okay.
I started you guys out OP, right? If this was a video game, you'd start out with crappy little things, but we wanted to start out having fun with a little bit of OP stuff.
Can you tell me
OP,
about the
overpowered.
Wishblade?
The Wishblade. We're looking at Seraphine Goldleaf. Where the hell is this?
Yeah, it's underneath katana.
Oh, yes. Specialized grooves lined with unique alchemically treated metals capable of retaining energy score the length of this sword. Well, you can't use this as a cleric anyways.
No,
The first wish blades originated from genie smiths, and the knowledge of these weapons has been passed on to generations of genie kin, earning them the name wish blades.
So none of us can use it.
no, but it was just too cool to not notice.
We'd have to do
Genie
more
kin
research on wish
sounds
blades
like
to
a
learn
My
more than
Little
that
Pony.
about them.
What was that?
It's just Geniekin sounds like a My Little Pony.
Okay. Anybody else want to buy anything?
Just give me a second here.
I think the way the game is going to work tonight is that you're not going to in during our game session, you're not going to make it back to the ship during our game session. We'll probably do more shopping for another 10 minutes. And then when we pick up our next game session, you'll still have 6 to 8 hours of shopping that you want to do before your midnight time is up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
This will give you guys time to, if you want to log on and look at all of the
On our own
merchants.
time, yeah.
Let me know if there are any that you cannot see, and I will make sure that they're opened up so you can observe them. And that'll give you the week to figure out what you want, assemble your list so that we can just do that easily during the next beginning of the next session and not spend the whole session bogged down with screens.
Percy, you can purchase caltrops at the Copper Cask Emporium that we're going to next.
Okay, cool.
If did you want had you wanted that?
I don't have any caltrops. And yes, I did want that.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. Well, and I mean, snares are the purview
Oh, 55.
of you and Thaddeus, right?
Well,
the two of
I'm
you are the
passionate
snare
about it.
Yeah,
masters.
yeah, definitely a hunter. So I'd
Oh.
love to have snares.
Oh.
I would say that when we are talking about
Look, fine
things
clothing
rural
is too cool.
and in the wild,
High fashion.
you are going to be the master of snares, and when we are talking about things urban or in dungeons,
Yeah.
Thaddeus will be the master of snares.
Okay.
my caltrops are mostly used on people with feet or beings with feet.
Yeah.
Animals.
Yeah. I mean, generally they cobble horses. They,
That too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, shall we move on to the next one?
Sure. Okay.
All right. So, exiting the shop, remembering how much time that you have, you decide that you're going to. Do you want to double back to the Dawn Library, or do you want to move elsewhere?
Well, I can make you a list of my wish because I don't want to take the time to review every one of these scrolls and then choose. If you're okay with that.
Okay, then we're just going to stop at the Dawn Library very quickly, just so I can show the people at home what's going on.
Thaddeus, could you write
The
down
Dawnflower
potency
Library
crystal for me?
is a place that holds a lot of scrolls. Tucked into a shadowy corner of the Aeridu Market, the Dawnflower Library is a narrow tower-like shop with a facade of dark stones etched faintly with glowing runes. Its arched windows... Damn it, how come I... Oh, shimmer with... I moved my scroll.
Oh.
Shimmer with protective enchantments, a sign above the door written in flowing arcane. Script hums softly with magic inside. Towering shelves are packed with scrolls of every kind. Parchments that crackle with fire, evocations, whisper with illusionary charms, or glow with divine blessings. The air hums with latent energy, and a faint scent of ink and ozone lingers. The proprietor is an eccentric gnome named Vesper Dawnflower, who flits about on a hovering stool. Her ink-stained fingers and magnifying spectacles always at work as she has praised the scrolls with a sharp eye and a cryptic smile, eager to trade for rare magical knowledge. So you can have a look through this. There are, there's at least 100 scrolls here, I would guess, maybe slightly under 100. And they go at various ranks, from rank 3 up to rank 1.
Okay. No rank 4s though, obviously.
There are no rank 4s, although that may change this next week. I cannot guarantee it, but I'll try and have a look and see if there's any rank 4s I can add to make it useful.
Okay.
Because you should be able to find some rank 4s now that you are able to wield a rank 4.
Okay.
Moving along. Next place that the group wants to go as a group. What's your suggestion to me?
The one,
Copper cask.
yeah, copper cask.
Out to the Copper Cask. Is this the Copper Cask here? Here we are at the Copper Cask Emporium. And this is a sprawling 2-story shop with a weathered wooden sign shaped like a barrel. Its exterior is adorned with
So I'm just frustrated. Don't mind me.
hanging lanterns and shelves overflowing with colorful trinkets, drawing in adventurers and townsfolk alike. The air smells of leather, dried herbs, and polished metal, with goods crammed into every corner. Bolts of fabric, adventuring gear,
Sorry, where's
cooking
this,
pots.
Where's this again on the map? I'm just trying to find it.
So on the main map, I'll close it for a second.
which
Show
number?
you. It is this shop that's right beside your icon over here, right beside your
Oh,
token.
okay, thank you.
Does it open for you?
It does.
Good enough. Okay. So, the jovial owner, a dwarf named Marlowe Coppercask, keeps the shelf stocked with essentials and oddities, always ready to haggle with a wink and a grin, claiming if you can't find it here, you don't need it.
Okay, I would like to buy a superb repair toolkit for 25 gold pieces,
Superb repair.
and I don't want to buy the other one for the lesser amount.
The not so superb,
That's right. the
less superb, not nearly as superb. I would name all my repair kits these things.
The Pink Captain says, question, if it's a library, shouldn't you be able to, or shouldn't you be allowed to borrow spell books, not purchase them?
You tell that to that little magical gnome and see what happens to your body.
Yeah, she'll
See
push
what
your
she
stool in.
says.
There you go.
Now,
She's got a magical floating stool.
Have we ever thought about maybe adding a crowbar to our party stash?
I bought a crowbar.
Oh, did
I
you?
have one,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I think there are a couple of people that have crowbars because
Okay.
we had that issue one time where you really needed a crowbar and you were
Yeah, like when we went and filled a frog skin with dirt. We
Yes.
actually didn't need a
But
crowbar.
that was after that we got.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the incident.
Yes.
Anything
And then we
else
got kidnapped.
from Copper Cask Emporium?
I'm also interested in the specialist snare kit.
Ooh, a specialist snare kit. Cool. Let's have a
Because
look
I
and
think
see.
I heard you say that Thaddeus is going to end up being master of
Thaddeus
snares.
is pro of snares in dungeons and urban areas.
Yeah.
Wild areas, it is Mr. Redfeather who is pro at stuff like this. Okay. The specialist snare kit says, so yeah, just write on your list. I'll make sure you get it. This kit contains tools and materials for creating snares. Snare kit allows you to craft snares using a crafting skill. Especially gives you +1 item bonus to the check. Oh, I see. Yeah, so a +1 snare kit. Cool. Okay.
Tell me about tack, please.
Oh, about what is it?
Tack.
TACK?
Is in horse riding equipment.
It says the tack includes all the gear required to outfit a riding animal, including a saddle, bit, and bridle and stirrups. If necessarily, especially large or oddly shaped animals might require specialty saddles. These can be more expensive or hard to find as determined by the GM. The bulk value given for tack worn by a creature, if carried, the bulk increases to 2. It's 4 gems for this. And you will have no problem because of Percy's mastery of leatherwork. You'll have no problem adjusting this saddle and the tack that it comes with to your giant direwolf.
No, because Percy did make me a
Made you a
saddle
basic
and
harness.
bridle.
Well,
Oh, it was a
It's a basic harness. Yeah.
Do you think I should get the tack? Like,
I have a
In your
feeling
opinion?
that we would be able to latch the harness onto well-made tack, and well-made tack would be made by, a better craftsman of leathers than I.
okay, so I would like this tack and the saddlebags, please.
Okay.
Tack and saddlebags
Yes.
for a giant direwolf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you
He's
just
so
have
sweet. He lets me put this crap on him. Yeah.
you'll have to convince him, see if that's going to happen. I'm sure it will. He's a pretty good sweetheart.
And he's
Okay, anybody else got anything in this particular vendor they like?
Yeah.
I need the caltrops for my snare.
Okay, I think Thaddeus has written them down.
And
Thanks so much
Oh,
for
I haven't
writing this.
haven't written his down.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
writing
all right.
Josephines and Lavinia's.
Okay.
What's an artisan's toolkit? Okay. Using materials for the draft skill. The worker's toolkit. For your artisan toolkit, you can draw and replace parts. So this is woodworking as well.
Well, you would buy an arson's toolkit for woodworking or for blacksmithing or for...
I think you actually have one already. Don't you have one in your inventory?
The
Both of you?
Leatherworking, I think.
The other basic toolkit at the other place.
Because I need more advanced woodworking tools to work with
Was it
the
Arson's?
the
The
lake
tack
plane.
and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was repair kit. The repair kit allows you to perform simple repairs while traveling.
Okay.
Contains a portable anvil, tongs,
Right,
woodworking tools, whetstone, and oils for conditioning
But
leather.
that sounds basic. I want a craftsman's ability to engineer and make new things.
fair. It just seems like this
Yeah.
one has a lot of necessary.
Oh yeah, it's very necessary.
And I hear an alarm going off, which means it is 9:01. Why don't we do a wrap up? Any last minute things you guys want to talk about before we do wrap up?
Okay. Well, we have time in our next session to go to some of the other places.
Okay.
And
yes.
you-
The answer is yes.
May I also suggest that if you enable the views that we can look at them on our own?
That's what my plan is.
Okay, sweet.
As a matter of fact, please let me know if there's an like a vendor, a merchant that you are
We
not
can't even
able to.
We can't see them.
see what they are, basically. Like if we click on anything, it says out
Right.
of reach or unable to pick
Give me a
up.
day and I'll see if I can't activate all of them.
Okay.
So that you guys can look at them and see what you want, and then just send me a list in Messenger, and I will make sure all the things are transferred.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pink captain said
And-
the crowbar is great for opening locked doors or thumping unruly teammates. In addition to that, like, oddly enough, Percy comes up in the next comment. Every time Percy points into the camera, it's like he's including the audience in the story. So that's nice. Good to know. You're involving people.
Good job, Percy.
Yes, and I could use the crowbar for killing Vortigons as well, so be good.
And Raven can use the crowbar for killing you.
Ah, don't do
I
it.
just have better spells than that.
I know, right?
Yeah, but that's really easy to just go thump.
Well, then we just have to repair him after.
Okay. Anything else? We'll go around the table real quick to say goodbyes. Thaddeus, anything you want to say?
I can't think of anything in particular. I'm just going to do some shopping, figure out some interesting themes.
Okay. And what about you, Josephine?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to browsing quickly, well, or maybe not so quickly. It's actually spending some time looking through
all the
these
stuff.
items.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you to the Pink Captain, to Sugarberries, to Pete, and the cat lady or man for visiting with us tonight. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yes, thanks.
Oh, and Thaddeus and Josephine are going to hit the fine fashion district.
Fine fashion.
Are you
Like
coming with us?
dapper,
Oh, of course.
dapper,
Shopping?
very snappy.
What about you, Lavinia? Anything to talk
I have a
about?
list of things that I will review slowly when I can see everything. And I wanted to say thank you to Lothar for having joined us.
Yes, rock and roll.
So
Yeah.
fun. Thanks.
I was going to say that too. Thanks, buddy. I wish we'd had more time to do more stuff. But,
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. It was fun.
Awesome.
It's fun. It's just a cameo this time, but that's okay. Next time, the Rathol Malm will be back. You'll be stuck with him a long time if you're on that ship. So.
We will be. That'll be good.
Okay.
We don't mind him.
All right. What about you, Percy? Anything that you wanted to say?
I just want to try some various meats on sticks that they're mysterious in origin.
Fine.
Yay.
I'm sure we can find some of those.
Oh, yeah.
And what about you, Mr. Alexium? Raven?
Well, I'm just looking forward to the if I can get to the Mages Guild and possibly the
Okay.
big castle, right?
Yeah. That's
Be
a
nice.
plan.
Wilder Mage.
That's a plan. Well, Wildemage. You know, there, if you look at the history of the crew, there's somebody who's got some experience with Wildemage on that crew.
There is.
Yes, we noticed that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
All right. Thanks, folks. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks to everybody at home.
Thanks, guys.
And thank you, Mr. Gian.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Remember, your level 7 is probably going to take us a couple of weeks for you guys to all get your leveling up details done on your character sheet.
We
I
got
already got a
homework.
pleasant surprise in my hit points.
Yeah. Super. Okay.
Yay.
All right. I am going to now take the other mouse and we're going to go to a thank you screen. Hold on. I can't see an end screen.
Goodbye.
Bye bye, folks. Thanks very much.